Hello guys, how are you doing? Today we have a very special car because it's, let's say, a very affordable car. Many of you were asking that we do tests with cars which are more affordable, and I think probably you have meant cars like a GTI or an Octavia RS or something like in the sporty range. Today we have a very normal Skoda Octavia, a car which many of you are likely using as your family car or also as your company car, because this is the first edition spec'd Octavia Combi, which is more or less the estate version, having the 2-liter TDI engine with a double clutch transmission and 150 HP. And as always, of course, we will do a short acceleration test. I guess the times are not, let's say, as relevant as with other cars, and 100 to 200 on the Autobahn would take probably longer than you would watch the video, but I would like to still do a short launch control as far as the car is able to, and see how fast it goes to 100 kilometers per hour here, just on a very normal piece of free and open country road. So let's see. We have put everything in sport as usual. So I have put the car into sport. I have actually not managed to put the traction control into sport mode. Sorry for the beep. Probably you would know how to do it, because I think you have to do it somewhere in the menu here, but nevertheless, I guess it doesn't make a big difference. Let's see how fast this accelerates from 0 to 100. Yeah, so as we're cruising through this beautiful scenery here, I guess you already got a picture that, first of all, the car is pretty quiet. You don't really hear that diesel engine in the front. It's a very smooth drivetrain that you got. Also, shifts are very fast of the transmission, which is quite nice. Secondly, you can also see that the performance is quite okay for such a family and a company car. Also, it's pretty good value for money, because I just thought of something. I think the extras that we have paid, for example, for our Audi A8 are more than the list price of this car, including all these extras. And if you consider that fact, yeah, you get the idea that it is very, very good value for money. Also considering the fact the space that you have in this car nowadays, it's really like a family estate car. There's no, let's say, compact class anymore from my personal perspective. I mean, second row and also the luggage that you put in there is very similar to what we usually put in our S6 TDI. So there's not a huge difference. Of course, ride quality, etc. and so on, there's a big difference, but if just from the space perspective, a quiet cabin and a very, let's say, luxurious and also airy ride at the front row, I quite like the car. Of course, personally for me, this would never be the option, as the diesel engine would never suit my, let's say, performance needs. But if there's something like a Skoda Octavia RS coming very soon, and you've already seen that there's a hybrid version coming of it, I could potentially think of testing that car and also having a lot more fun with that car, because I think it looks pretty good, all from the pictures that we have already seen. I think it's time to also check out this, let's say, new digital display that they have inside here. It's similar to what is also in the Golf 8, from a technical perspective, also similar to what is in the new Audi A3, and of course also in the new Seat Leon that you've likely already seen. So everything, of course, is touch, and you have this nice view where you can flip through the menu. Not only, of course, Bluetooth, CarPlay, etc., everything is on, but also there is some connectivity, and you can even buy additional services in the web shop once you are activated and also connected to the car. The next thing that you can also see here, of course, is that we have a fully digital instrument cluster, as you just see in the acceleration video, that you can also flip through different views that you can have there in order to see the assistance, or in order to see something more like media, or even the speedometer in normal. But I guess you're more interested in another acceleration run, so we will do just that.